Hi, my name is Abhishek Kumar, and I am here to share my thoughts on impact of machine learning and artificial intelligence on medical science for the DTSC 690 capstone presentation, Eastern University. I will start with the history of AI and try to answer a few questions like is the machine learning helping medical science or is it just one science fiction fancy term? Is the US medical staff being overloaded? Is the artificial intelligence is a necessity for the medical system in future? Is the artificial intelligence is going to replace human doctors? The history of artificial intelligence. In 1955, AI as artificial intelligence was first time introduced during the Dartmouth College conference, but till late 1970, there was not much work done. In 1970, the Mycin was the first AI-based software was built. It was built to check the bacteria infection in the blood. The software was detecting the infection as well as it was recommending the antibiotics. The overall focus was increased year after year. In 1979, the organization called American Association for Artificial Intelligence was created just to focus on this artificial intelligence. In 2007, people recognized that the association is just not for America rather than it's global. And that's why the name got changed to Association for the Advancement of Artificial Intelligence. And the focus was global. So till 2007, there was not much done. But after that, there are so many companies like Google, IBM, Oracle, and other companies are working on it. The most of the work are related with accessing the data, storing the data, helping in the surgery, that is procedural work related with the medical. And the most common use case of artificial intelligence is analyzing diagnostics like MRI and scans, which is helping different diagnostics of different issues like cancers. Let's go in the next slide, see few more examples. IBM Watson and the Latin Pharma is one of the biggest companies who are working on the cancer issues. Latin Pharma has developed a AI-based software known as response algorithm for drug position rescue. This software is helping doctors to understand the response of the patient after taking the medicine. In 2022, Oracle has acquired one of the oldest hospital management software company, that is the Cerner. It was the biggest deal in 2022 by cash 28.3 billion. It proves the whole industry is moving towards medical science plus technology, and the new healthcare is becoming the boom. Google. Google is another company who is investing a lot in this area. One of the example is the artificial intelligence software that is developed by Google. Google has tie up with different hospitals. One of them is in India, in Madurai, the southern part of India, which is working on the automating the process to detect diabetic blindness. Every day, more than 2,000 people are visiting the hospital in that Madurai place. Imagine, WHO has already said that there are more than 70 million Indians are diabetic, and every diabetic person can have this illness. So the impact is very high. Now, as far as the result is concerned, the result is very impressive. Europe has already approved the use of AI-based Google software to determine the diabetic blindness. Yes, there are some false negative just because of if the patient has already cataract, then the software is unable to detect this. But the team is already working. Let's see some more cases. Da Vinci surgical robot. It's again another AI-based software which is owned by Intuitive. It's a semi-autonomous software robot which is used by surgeons. Surgeon has just two hands because they are humans. And for the most complex surgeries, they needed of multiple human doctors. And that led to a confusion and complexity increases. Thanks to Da Vinci surgical robot. Using this, doctors can have multiple hands. The reason is the robot has 3 or 4 hands. Doctors uses the computer portal, uses this console to control their hands. And it is one of the very useful robot nowadays in this world. If you see this history, there are already 10 million procedures have been done till 2021. There are so many other companies also investing in this kind of robotics, like Vicarious Surgical, supported by Bill Gates, that recently went public and got $1 billion. Some other companies like Neuralink, they are working on neural interface technology to directly insert the threads in the mind. The cardiac event is another challenge. Now, with the current lifestyle, the cardiac event is increasing day by day. As the journal published by American College of Cardiology by Piagetco et al., the new invention done is using calcium score. The calcium score is used to determine the chance of heart attack in the future. It shows the healed area that becoming ruptured. It is the deep learning model that is predicting the future cardiovascular disease, which is similar as calcium score used the standard coronary. If you see, for the expert, that doctors using the ECG gated scans, that has to be more clear. But using this AI based software, they are using deep learning. So even though if it is not very clear, with the low radiation, it can detect the same result. Definitely, it is working on the same logic. If the calcium score is high, the chances of cardiac event is also very high. With this software, the cost is really very less, as well as the imaging is also less. Now let's see some other examples. Analyzing the mammograms using the artificial intelligence. The cancer is one of the most common cancer in the whole world. As you see, the American Cancer Society has shared the data on the basis of there are more than 2 million patients in the world. And in United States itself, we have 268,600 patients in the recent years. Using this new artificial intelligence software, the result is very impressive. Just the false positive is decreased by 1.2% in Britain. The software is being tested in United States, and the false positive is decreased by 5.7%. And the false negative is decreased by 2.7% in Britain. In United States, it is decreased by 9.4%. It is really very impressive. This is one of the example. If you see the yellow box, that is the AI system found the cancer hiding inside the breast tissue. The important point is 6 previous radiologists failed to find this. Imagine the number of patients are increasing day by day. How good it will be in the future when it is rolled out across each developing or developed or poor countries. Now let's see some other examples. Now, before moving to the example, let's see the statistics of the medical professional in the USA. As per the Association of American Medical College in 2022, the physician shortage is increasing day by day. By 2033, the primary care shortage can go up to more than 50,000. The non-primary care shortage can go up to more than 80,000. The total count can be up to 139,000. So the count of patient is increasing. The age of the humans are increasing, but the number of doctors are not increasing with respect to the actual graph of patient and the humans, which is increasing the shortage. Just imagine about the developing and the poor countries. They don't have that much resources to develop more hospitals and gain much more rapid doctors. Now let's see what is the current situation of the physicians in US. As per the report shared by Mikes, the 69% of the female physicians are already feeling that they are feeling burnout. The lowest is still 56%. That is the independent physicians, they are feeling that they are burning out. Now, artificial intelligence versus human doctors. There are different pros and cons. I tried to come up with the pros. There are some results as per the various studies, Bud and MAMC News. It is very clear that artificial intelligence can do much better while screening for cancer and diagnosis disease. As per Accenture, the result is 6 times better than the vendors and using AI with humans. So definitely the vendors who are using artificial intelligence are working much better. I tried to come up with some pros here. The artificial intelligence is behaving same, either is it afternoon or it's a midnight. The another pros is human can work with the handful predictors variables, but the machine learning can work with the thousand of predictors. It is more accurate and it's easy access and it does not depend upon the humans. So it can handle much more patient with the time. The cons, definitely artificial intelligence is data driven, and that is why it is data dependency. If the data quality and the quantity is not good, then it is not going to give the correct result and the testing will be impacted. And that's why the machine learning model can have overfit as well as the underfit issues. It cannot tell the fundamental question of cause. The reason is the predictors are not the cause. Machine learning is creating a gap between doctors and the actual machines. The reason is doctors are still not clear how the models are giving the result. Last but not the least, AI does not have empathy. So here is the conclusion. I can say that artificial intelligence is one of the additional feature which is going to help doctors. Definitely, AI is not going to substitute it, but yes, it's going to make doctors more efficient. In the other word, you can take one example, when the car, bike, or the airplanes are invented, they were not invented to replace the human legs. Rather than that, it was going to add on the new features to save time and to have more efficient humans. In the same way, artificial intelligence is going to make human doctors more stronger, save the time so that the doctors can work on more complex issues and can save more and more lives. No doubt, the working style will be changed, especially those radiologists and the pathologists equipped with artificial intelligence connected with EHR health electronic health records will be more successful with the time. I can say that if the companies using artificial intelligence, they will have much more patience and they can go to those countries which has lesser doctors. They can help those poor citizens. Definitely, in the future, AI will not be a luxury for the medical system. Rather than it will become a necessity. So, with that, I conclude the topic. You can go with the reference in more details.